Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your February 2019 Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share and hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, thank you so much for all of your support. It truly means the world. With that said, if you would like to book a personal tarot reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. And before we start, as always, I would like to bless all of my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's see what the month ahead has in store for you. What are your actions and your interactions with the world at large saying for you this month, Scorpio? And this month you get the Star card. Beautiful. Interesting, because I think Aries got this card as well. No, I think it was Taurus actually. So the Star card talks about far-reaching ripples. It's about a glimpse into your future. And this month, your actions and your interactions are all based around what is next? Where can I go from here? How do I build a network around myself? And ultimately, how do I make my dreams a reality? The Star card is a glimpse into the future because it represents the sign of Aquarius. So this talks about the people that are coming into your life now, and it also talks about you building a support network, building a tribe around yourself. Your actions and your interactions are based on your future. Sagittarius, you are ready for your next step. You are ready for what comes next in your life and how that's going to shape up for you. And it really feels for me like it's almost like I hear you saying, you know what, I don't care what work I have to do it or to achieve it. I'm ready and willing and able to put it in. And the Star card basically says that your footsteps are guided and they're blessed this month. Pay attention to your hunches, and ultimately anything that gives you a strong pull towards it or a strong sort of resonance. As soon as you feel that, if you think of that word, like if something resonates with you or it stirs a feeling within you, then you are heading in the right direction. And the Star card always talks about your far-reaching future. So it really feels to me like this month, the steps that you make are very much aimed at what is next, where I go from here and how that shapes up in my life. I love the Star card because it's always a blessing in some sort of way. So yeah, and then your money and your materials this month. Let's have a look. This month you get the Empress. Wow. This is beautiful. Literally, the Empress, beautiful. The Empress is basically saying that this month is going to be great for your finances. You will have more opportunities than you've had in a long time to make more money, to sustain the growth of your business. If you work for somebody else, then this could be very much be the month where people say to you, you know what, you can start to earn more from what you do. Maybe not necessarily get a promotion, but certainly be looking at a pay rise. If you have your own business, this could be where your business grows exponentially. This could be a month of real growth here. Especially with the Star card there, and it suggests as well with the Empress that this is sustainable growth. This isn't just like a growth spurt for the month and then it dies right back down. This is basically saying that whatever ideas that you've put into practice, your money and your materials, they stabilize this month. They stop doing this and they start to become that. And so they go up and then they start to plateau off, which is great because once you jump pay brackets, sometimes we get into a fear about, oh, am I going to be able to sustain it? And I don't want to get comfortable here because what if it goes back down? What you need to think about this month is getting comfortable with your financial earnings and material gains going up and staying up. And you need to stay in that vibration. You need to stay in that understanding. So the Star card and the Empress together, this is about the opportunity to create more abundance. It's the opportunity to have more in your life than you ever dreamed possible. And I love this for you. I really, really do. I think now is the month where you're probably going to start to really see those Jupiter in Sag benefits start to really pay off for you in a big way. So your communications with the world at large, he's communicating too. You've got the 9 of Wands. So this is a card basically saying that this month you've got to speak up. Sagittarius, you've got the 9 of Wands in the communication sector. The communication sector is what you say and how you say it and how it's received. And with the 9 of Wands there, this is about, you know, usually having the experience of not being able to say something. This is the month where you need to stop biting your tongue. You need to speak your truth and you need to own up to how you feel. And ultimately, your materials, your money and your materials, how this it almost feels like the two are linked. It's really important that you purge anything that you've been holding on to. So if there's things that you wanted to say to people or things that people have done and you start, oh, you know what, I can't say anything at the moment, this is the month to get it off your chest, because I kind of feel like by communicating what you've been holding back on, it's almost like that's going to be what cements you being in this next pay bracket. You know, you need to free yourself of certain emotions that are going to bog or bring you down. And that's really, really important. That 9 of Wands is asking you to speak up on something and to speak out on it. For some of you, this looks like maybe healing a relationship with a parent, especially a mother. For some of you, it looks like you're having conversations with your mother that are healing for you, because it means that you're able to get certain things off your chest. It doesn't necessarily have to pertain to your relationship with her or a parent, or, you know, somebody that you see as a mentor or a figure of some sort. It could be that they are a sounding board for you, you know, and that they give you a different perspective on things and help you heal something within yourself. But your healing this month comes through through spoken word, through contact with others by speaking. So your heart and half, you've got the 6 of Pentacles. So this is about your relationships with family, friends and other. The 6 of Pentacles always sees a karmic debt repaid, and this feels for me, especially with the 9 of Wands there, by you speaking your truth and speaking up and speaking out, it very much feels for me, I've got to be honest with you, Sagittarius, it feels like this month you're forgiving yourself. You're forgiving yourself for any misgivings or any shortcomings or any transgressions, whatever you want to call them. You're really giving yourself the space to say, look, you know what, I'm not perfect, I'm not human, but you are forgiving yourself. And when you forgive yourself, when you give yourself that that word or that nod to say, look, you know what, I am human and I apologize to me for holding on to all of this, you free up so much internal space. Relationships can really become so much better for you this month, and it's going to come from you saying to yourself, you know what, I forgive myself. Sometimes the relationship doesn't heal, it doesn't heal because we forgive the other person, it heals because we forgive ourselves. And when you can forgive yourself in any given situation or relationship, I promise you, you will see things shift and change in exponential ways that you can't even anticipate at this moment in time. So your first week of February, yeah, and with that 9 of Wands there as well, it is, you know, your healing comes through speech this week. Your healing really, it comes through the spoken word, through really divulging how you feel, you know, and saying words out loud. There's definitely something in that. Also, karmic debts being repaid. Sometimes you need to free yourself of the karmic baggage that you hold. So your first week of February, wow. You got the Sun card underneath the star. The star is what? Or rather, the sun is a what? It's a star. So you've got a double hit of this optimistic, positive, vibrant energy. The first week of February, you guys are going to be on fire. Like literally, you will be dynamically out there doing things, making things happen. You're going to be more a part of your personal world and the world at large than you ever have been before. For a lot of you, I see you launching a project in the first week of February. I see a lot of Sagittarians releasing something that they've been working on, and it's like they put it out there, and I tell you what, it's going to grow legs and it's going to run away with itself. This is brilliant, and it feels like that's what's linked to your financial success this month. So well done. Your second week of February, you've got the Emperor right underneath the Empress. Whenever you see the Emperor and the Empress together, they're a mated, married pair, right? This is like the sun and the moon coming together in astrology. This is what creates growth. It creates abundance. It creates the ability to create or manifest something in the real world, to make it real, to make it tangible. The fact that it falls next to the Sun card, whatever you're releasing at the beginning of February, Sagittarius, is going to be amazing. And it is going to grow like you would never have believed. This is the month for you to really make some headway in terms of your finances. You know, you see the Empress and the Emperor there together. Your money and your materials this month are going to be blessed. I really feel like this is going to be a golden month for you when it comes to that stuff, because there is growth, there's, you know, abundance, but there's also conception happening here. And I really, really like that for you guys. Third week of February, you've got the Chariot card. You are winning. You are successful. Not only that, how you say what you say is going to be received by people in the best way. Whatever you're speaking up on, whatever you're divulging, whatever past hurts or issues you bring up and you present to people, not only are you heard in the right way, but by speaking up, it's almost like people are going to receive you even more so. It's almost like by making yourself that little bit vulnerable to speak up on your truth or something that needs to be healed within you. It humanizes you and people fall in love with you even more so. Brilliant. Fourth week of February, you got the World card. These cards, man, Sagittarius, you are on fire this month. You have it all. You've got abundance, you've got growth, you've got change, you've got healing, you've got mastering up, leveling up, you've got switching vibrations and switching gears. The fourth week of February, the World card underneath the Six of Pentacles, you're coming off the karmic wheel. Yeah, and a lot of people say like, oh, you know, if you come off the karmic wheel, then you've got to be dead. I don't believe that. I think that sometimes you can press the reset button on your own karma and you can start again. The fourth week of February will really see you doing that. You have a real shot here to not erase the past, but you have a real shot here to create the future that you choose from here, with the understanding of what the past was, why it had to happen, and where you go from here. That's doing what Sagittarius does best, right? Finding meaning in what has already passed. And then finally, your key to the month. What is your key to the month? Your key to the month this month is... You got a double hit of that World card energy. Look at that. That is powerful. This really suggests, Sagittarius, the next level is right there. You've just got to step over that threshold. It really is your choice. This month you've got to go for it. This is the month where you elevate yourself. This is the month where, for some of you, and it's interesting because I'm seeing something, you know, when you're climbing up a hill and you get right to the edge and you like literally have to heave yourself over. For some of you, that's the image that I'm seeing. But by crossing that threshold, when you get onto that next plateau, that next, whether it's financial, whether it's actual, professional, academic, personal, once you get over that line, once you step onto that new threshold, I promise you, you will see so much of the bright future that I have been telling you is coming for you guys for a long, long time. So, as you can see, there is a heart there, and this month, Valentine's Day, for those of you that celebrate, this is a little bonus card. I've done this for all of the signs, whether you are single, whether you are taken. What is your message for love? And this month you get the Eight of Pentacles. If you are single, it kind of feels like you're kind of very, very busy, so the chances are that you will meet somebody in the course of your work. Outside of that, you're pretty much focused on all of this stuff. On the other side of it, for those of you that are partnered, it feels very much like you are ready, willing and able and prepared to put the work in to make it work. And I kind of feel like that's your message, whether you're, you know, especially if you're partnered, but even if you're single, you're kind of giving off this vibe of, you know what, I'm ready to work for a relationship or on a relationship, but are you? And I feel like that's what's going to be the decider. I feel like for a lot of you, you will be saying to yourself, is that person as invested as I am? And that's not about saying, oh, well, you know, we've been together 3 weeks, you need to tell me you love me now. Do you know what I mean? it's more about, can you see a future with this person? Do you think that they're going to be able to build in the way that you are? Even if they're not 100% there. I mean, you guys are on fire this month, so remember, not everybody will probably have this, you know, kind of energy going for them. So be more discerning. But yeah, if you're single, it really does feel to me like you're yeah, you know, like you're ready and willing to put the work in, but also the chances are you will meet somebody in the course of your work, because that's what you're going to, you know, and when I say work, I mean whatever you're working on, you know, it could be anything in that respect. And for those of you that are partnered, you really are ready to put the work into your relationship to take that to the next level now. I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have an amazing month, and I'll see you very soon. Let me know how it shapes up for you in the comments. Take care.